Children can learn absolutely anything that you can present to them in an honest and factual way. It's easier to teach a 5-year-old than a 6, a 4 than a 5, a 3 than a 4, a 2 than a 3, and a 1 than a 2. And beyond 6, we learn with effort. And what a shame, the school system is set up just the opposite. It starts when the war is over, and in terms of the brain and the brain growth.
Dolman is not alone in his thinking. Much of the early learning literature insists that there are cutoff points in the development of the brain, after which its full potential for intelligence can never be realized. This is based on a well-known neuroscientific discovery, the existence of critical periods.
What a critical period is it's a key period of time during development when a child has to be exposed to a certain skill to learn it. If the child's not exposed to that skill in that time, it's going to be difficult or impossible to recover that function.
Vision, motor control, and language are among the functions most effectively acquired during these critical periods.
The brain grows explosively between birth and 6. This is the magic time. So if there's one time you want to make sure that you're arranging the environment for stimulation, it's during this period.
What is this? Head? Oh. No. Oh, is it toes? Okay. Hi. What is this one?
Yeah.
Huh? What is this?
Mouth.
Mouth. Yeah. Oh, what is this one? Ears. Right. What is this? What is this? Oh, yes. What is this one? Eyes. Nose. Clap. Is it head? Yes, it's head.
Between nerve cells. Nerve cells consist of two main parts, a cell body, and then a long process of fiber that goes off somewhere else in the brain. The contacts between nerve cells, between the fiber of one nerve cell and the body of the next nerve cell, where it transmits signals from the fiber to the cell, is called a synapse.
Genetics are responsible for much of the early growth of synapses, but experience also plays a part. Advocates of hothousing believe parents can accelerate the number of synapses in their baby by giving them extra stimulation.
I think early stimulation is very important. I think the more you expose a child to, the better and the more likely they are to be very open and very confident people, and hopefully it'll help with their intellect also.
But just as some synapses are rapidly forming, others, probably those which are not being used, are dying.
One of the apparent paradoxes in the way that the brain develops is that at first it seems to get more complicated and then to get less complicated again. That's judged by the number of synaptic contacts between nerve cells. They increase in number and then they decrease for a while.
There's a phrase called use it or lose it, which means that if you don't develop the baby's synapses, then it's going to be gone. You can't then, at 5 years of age, take them for special tutoring or whatever and expect that they're going to catch up. It has to be done when they're young enough and they're able to absorb.
One of the claims you see quite often in the brain and early childhood literature is this claim that research has shown that environmental enrichment at an early age would result in children having brains that are 25% larger or with 25% more synaptic connections than they would have otherwise.
This claim comes from research on rats.
Other people had shown that if rats were placed in complex stimulating surroundings, certain parts of the brain would actually grow, would get bigger. We set out to determine what kinds of things were changing in the brain in these environments, an environment in which clearly learning was taking place.
One group of rats were housed each in individual cages. They were fed and watered regularly, but otherwise they received little stimulation. Another group lived together in a large cage full of toys and games. Greenow's team then meticulously counted the synapses in the rats' brains.
What we find is that the animals from the complex environment have about 20 to 25% more synapses in the part of the brain that's involved in vision.
If we take the mountain of evidence from the neurophysiologists that prove over and over again that an enriched environment grows the brain, that the brain literally grows by use, and we combine that with over 50 years of our experience that shows the exact same thing in human beings, we feel that not to act upon that mountain of evidence, for society to ignore that evidence and not to act on it would be criminal.
美国卡内基教育基金会最近发表了一份研究报告，指出3岁以前儿童的脑力发展影响人的一生。如果不及早改善幼儿的成长环境，对国家社会未来的影响很大。
新生儿到3岁以前成长迅速，从完全依赖到爬行、走路、学讲话，甚至可以独立言行。期间脑力的发展比我们以往想象的还要完整迅速。美国的楚高尼医生率先在几年前开始扫描婴儿的脑部活动进行研究，图中红色区域代表着脑部的高度活动，在1岁以前，这种活动剧烈的增加。这个时候，脑细胞在重要的通道发展网络。到了1岁的时候，婴儿的脑部网络发展已经相当成熟，跟成人的脑部相当类似。而拿正常发展的1岁婴儿跟一个2岁的智障儿的脑部相比，智障儿的脑部则没有这些网络发展。医生表示，如果婴儿经常单独躺在床上吃奶瓶，日常生活少有关怀跟互动的刺激，会使脑部无法正常发展，使得成长落后。而3岁以前的落后将会造成无法弥补的影响。最近卡内基教育基金会的研究结果跟楚高尼医生的结论相同，显示了3岁以前孩童的脑容量发展可以决定一生的学习能力。雷米博士以2组孩童进行研究，第一组孩童并没有受到特别的照顾，而第2组则在关怀跟刺激的环境中成长，并且给予良好的照料跟幼儿教育。结果，这些孩童在12岁通过了全国标准测验的时候，受到了特别照顾的第2组孩童表现优异，而第1组孩童则属于落后水准。雷米博士认为，这是社会最基本的问题根源，因此这项研究具有深远的意义。现在有很多的脑力发展课程是3岁以后才展开的，医生认为或许已经太迟了。从许多个案可以看出来，4岁以上的孩童在脑力启发的课程中已经有了学习障碍。因此，这个教育基金会呼吁美国政府加强对幼儿的健保跟关怀，因为目前有数百万的单亲或者是贫穷家庭的孩童缺乏良好的托儿照料，而这些在一生最重要阶段却遭到忽略的孩童，不但影响了个人未来，更会成为社会的隐忧。
Head. There we go. Hand. Very good. Pointing. Foot. Teeth. Very good. Ear. Good. Belly. Good. Face. Hair. Good. Eating. Good. Finger. Good. Laugh. Very good. Oh, good. Did you see this one? Very good. Arms up. Kicking. Good. That's way to sit up. Sit up. Laughing. Alika. The word. Alika. Can you touch your... Good. Belly button. Very good. Waving. Alika? Yes, that's your belly button. Oops. Good, Mama. Good. Yes. Alika? Alika? Babbling. Very good. Alika? Alika? Yes, that's your belly button. No. Wait, can you stay where you were, sweetie? Alright, let me get some words for you. Won't you read these words? What's this say?
No.
Slow.
Bathtub.
Bathtub. Good. Could you move a little bit more towards the camera, sweetie? So I can get this one. Videotape. What's this say?
Bucket.
Bucket. Yeah, there's a bucket. What's this say? Steps.
Swing.
Swing. Yes, there's the swing. Okay, what's this say? Sticks. Very good. What's this say? Bell. What's this say?
Wiggle.
Wiggle.
Bird.
What's this say?
Bird.
Work.
Bird.
Want.
Going.
Can you act like you're doing this? Good. Throwing. What's this say?
Eagle.
Tickle.
Stop.
Stop.
Nothing.
Can you do this?
I.
Hi. What's this say? Screwdriver. Very good.
Nibble.
Shovel. Turn towards the camera again, sweetie. Thank you. Sit right like that. That's good. What's this say?
Doing. Bicycle.
Bicycle. Good. What's this say?
Room.
What's this?
Bee.
What's this?
Little bitty bee.
Yes, little bitty bee. What's this say?
That big light.
Good. What's this say?
Map.
Good. All right.
Now we need no more.
You want to get some more? Okay.
They were very happy. The big owls never did eat them up.
不陌生。
奈吉利亚，
奈吉利亚，
阿布扎，来得交的。
年纪更小的微微只是个2岁的婴幼儿，才刚刚会讲话的她就可以念出世界各国的首都。纯真脸庞看来似懂非懂，仔细听她说话的声音就知道她还在牙牙学语的阶段。她每天在妈妈和老师的鼓励和不断的附送之下，短短3个月已经认识了超过5000个国字。
有些小孩